My name is Sister Mary Ese Odiase. I am a Carmelite missionary. My community is in Apapa, Lagos. The name of my business is Carmis Food and Drinks. While I was joining religious life, I wasn't having any thinking about being an entrepreneur or anything. It was more of formation, and then you learn a career, if not teaching or something, and then you go and do it. I've been in the congregation for, I think, over 19 years now. This is not all I do. There's another apostolate given to me, the youth center, where I am animating the youth. They come to learn computers. Until I got to this aspect of processing food. My superior introduced me to the sustainable ministry of sisters, and it was a very interesting thing, and I'm happy that I did it. What really motivated me was the effort placed by the enterprise in teaching this. Though the course was online, but it was clear enough and everything was looking real. When we went on site, I was really very inspired. The SMS program just became very attractive. I took the part of food processing and farming. The internship became now the peak to have the practical experience of what we'll be learning online, and it helped me to acquire more skills and perfect the line I have chosen of producing and processing food. During the training, we received many courses. They taught us on how to market products. It's like marketing products is not a thing Sister really do. We're very, very good at. But then we were called one-on-one to come out and demonstrate, like we could be handed something, market it, say something about it. So that made me say, what will I say? And who will hear me? And then that they helped us to know who are really the people interested in the products that you are having, how to identify the market, how to identify that product, and how to make it in a way that people will buy it and be loyal to that product. So that point really gets me like fired on how to market whatever I produce. The SMS taught us how to write project proposals to founders that can support the business and the apostolates that we do. This was another fantastic aspect of the training. Since I learned that, I've actually written a few projects and I got them. The training, like I will keep referring to, taught us you must have a business name that is clear, easy for people to know, and yourself be happy with the name. So at the end, I came with Carmis because I'm Carmelite missionary. That's the acronym of our congregation. Since then, I've been producing products in that name and it is selling. Carmis Food and Drinks align so well with my missionary work. Each congregation, they have their spirituality and charism. I am a Carmelite, and our charism is to be an authentic sign of communion with the church. So being communion with the church doesn't mean our particular church, the Catholic Church. We believe, our founders say, everybody you find on the streets is in our church. They are member of Christ's body because the church is the body of Christ. So it aligned very well. It doesn't have anything contradictory to our spirituality and our charism. This is very healthy food. Carmis food has influenced me as a person positively. And I will also say the whole community. Because initially it was like my thing, but now it has grown to community and even to a congregational thing. For the fact that the congregation can already be sending someone coming to work here. The food we are processing, those who are taking it are very comfortable. And the congregation also see that this really aligns with the charism. It doesn't have anything that this is not what sister's supposed to do. What we are doing is something that everyone can do as a nun or as a reverend sister. And also it's giving us money because we need to be economically sustained. We eat. And also we always have the desire to help people. In this process, we are also able to help people, those who come to learn. And sometimes when we produce, we get for ourselves, we also get to people who do not have food. This has impacted myself, my congregation, positively. I have faced many challenges. Some of the challenges was how, where, because the business was not existing before. Some of us that came for the SMS program went to improve an existing business. Others went to a business that was already going on. They just added machines to it. There was nothing like this existing. So it requires thinking, it requires reflection. Since we were given the skill, I went to my note I saw. You will never know the product that will hit the market and you become rich. It's a word from one of our teachers. So I started this as the first product, and afterwards I entered this grain, producing the tone brown and all of that. When I'm challenged, I go back to it. Finance was one of it. Who will do and what will the person do? How do I define it? So it's step by step actually to get to where we are today. Sustaining a business and living in the community as a religious is actually not easy. And maybe that is why most of the time you hardly see the businesses of sisters. Maybe you can see schools, when students close, you go back to the timetable. But the challenge is leaving the timetable of that community and then juggling with the business. It's really not easy. Sometimes before going to Mass, I have entered here to do some things so that when I come back from Mass, I will touch it, go to my apostolate, come out of it any free space. So it will require you really utilize your time. Sometimes it will require no more social life. I just invested all other extra time outside what the community into this so that it will grow. Since it is something I love to do, it wasn't any problem. When I finish in the day, I'm just very happy, though tired. So it has been very challenging, at the same time, very joyful to do. The learning at the SMS were all there. Like we said, there is no time. There is never time, but there is always time for everything. If you create the time, you will get the time. This evening now, while we are having recreation, I'm sticking this. So the day I finish production, the stickers are already in the paper. I can attribute this to some of the learnings we have, especially time management, which is the biggest factor for achieving this project. The Carmis food benefits the environment so much and sustainability. When NAFDAC came here, they say, how do you dispose what you have? How is the noise in the environment? Do you pollute the environment? Does the noise of the machine disturb the people? You can see the machines we have, they are quiet one. This miller can be milling, you won't know a machine is there. So it's not really polluting or to destroy the environment. Rather, it's to make the environment better. Before I started this business, I tried to cultivate in my environment and nothing was growing. People said nothing can grow here. It's even with cement and the soil is full of salt. I prepared the solution, EMAS, Effective Microorganism Activated Solution, to treat the soil. It is good in breakdown of the refuse in the environment. Once it is sprinkled on them, it doesn't smell. It converts it to NPK fertilizer for treating the soil. So after applying it, the flowers, the fruits, the orchards, they are all growing in this compound very, very well. I'm actually trying to see how people will get to learn how to do the EMAS. I want to teach them so that they can use it to treat their environment, treat their soil. They can get vegetables and fruit from every small place they have. Other people, even my congregation, has been inspired by this work that I am doing. The project is moving from myself to my community, and the congregation in general is fully involved. And now they've sent someone to come and assist in this production because they see it is meaningful, it is impactful, it is helping the environment and helping us economically as well. And the people in the environment, they are already using it. There are many patients now who come here to take this food. They believe so much eating this food and getting well than going to take medicine for sugar, for all of that. So health-wise, it's helping people. Economically, it's sustainable. And I'm getting youth coming to learn. The 3 of them just finished here. They came officially apply to come and learn how to process food. And one is already processing somewhere, selling very little, but it's sustaining her. And then there are other youths that are coming here to do training from our youth center. I can say proudly that the business is profitable because I have already steady customers and avenues where I sell my products. And even some make deposit of money before I give them the products. I just came back from Enugu a few days ago to use conventional drink for profession and silver jubilee of our sisters. So the occasion took place and there was no other drink apart from Carmis drinks. Zobo, tiger nut, soya milk, fresh juice, as you will, pineapple, pawpaw juice, all different kinds. And the number of persons present took only that drinks and they were very happy. So in last bazaar in my parish, there was no other drink apart from the conventional drink. before the commencement of bazaar, families have already started asking to take those drinks to their fridge. Everything was bought, so I feel the business is profitable. One of the success story I have is that at the end of the training of the SMS, I was given a grant. And when the grant came, the business story changed. So I was able to get the dehydrator, I have the milling machine, I have the scale, freezers and fridge for the drinks. When all these were put in place, the style of the business changed to a bigger one. What I will say to those who feel entrepreneurship and missionary work doesn't work is that they should try it out. The trial will convince them. It works, of course, with a little challenge. But I say, with the training, that can be done hand in hand with a business. When the company is set out, the job of everybody there is spelled out. If my own is to supervise, once the product arrives, I go back and see. When the work is going on, before they pack it, I come to see, is it the way I want it? Then my role is over. So when these roles are spelled out, it has nothing to disturb the religious life we are living. The financial independence is in a great way supporting our missionary work. I can say there are many things we see as missionaries that we cannot attend to, especially when people are sick, we don't have money to give them. You come to the house, you pray, and then at the end you ask yourself, has this my prayer placed food on the table of the poor person that came to ask me for something? So having finance in the hand, you have more strength to face those who come to ask for something. After praying for them, you don't tell them, go in peace, but you give them something to eat. It's even in the Bible. So we feel we have something to offer them spiritually by praying for them and praying with them. We have something to give them physically by sharing from this food that we have. Like we have minority children in Nigeria today in this country. But this Tom Brown that we produce, we give it to them. We feel if they keep taking it to feed these babies, they will become nourished and be okay. So we feel that it has empowered us to also empower others. And we advise other sisters to embrace entrepreneurship because it is going to support the mission we are all embarking on. It is a noble apostolate that sisters can do very, very well. The vision and mission for Carmis Food is very broad. I do not want this business to end in food processing only. I want it to go into farming so that what is being processed will be coming from our own farm. So it's already beginning because we have the land ready that is there to produce the food so that we can know that this food from the scratch, we are the one that produces it, it has no chemical. And we have what to use to enhance the soil. Whatever the soil looks like doesn't matter for us because what we have, when we apply it, the emas, the soil will become fertile and then it will yield for us enough to process for the people. There will be no more hunger, no more waste. If I'm to sum up the SMS program, I would say the program is powerful because it empowered me and it's empowering others that encountered me.